And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the second game between HerO against BBoongBBoong. We are on the second map in this best of 3 round of 16 of the FnaticRaidCall Invitational. And our Protoss player in the blue color starts to the top of the map, while his opponent BBoongBBoong at the bottom of Antigua Shipyard, our second map today. And with me is not Wolf, but Matt. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to being here. That gaming house, that is.
Yeah, and well, for the people who watch the VOD and who don't know you, maybe you should quickly introduce yourself before we head on into the build orders.
Okay. Well, I in 2004 I actually was a pretty hardcore gamer. I still am, but back then I decided to create a team, and that team is now called Fnatic. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of StarCraft now. I'm a Platinum League, so you've got to forgive me if I don't necessarily give the best commentary. But, you know, what I can make up for in commentary, I might be able to help out with, you know, management strategies or, you know, what it's like to run a team or a gaming house. But, you know, I'm a Protoss, so I love a PvZ when I see one. Especially when it's HerO.
A Protoss player, you know that you're commenting with the Zerg right now.
Ah, well, there we go. So I'm for HerO, you're for BBoongBBoong.
It's definitely going to be a very interesting match. Daybreak was already a pretty cool map, and now we are on Antigua. We kind of see BBoongBBoong doing the standard, going for a pool without gas. He'll start with his expansion. Well, for HerO, it's obviously going to be a big question how he deals with the third base of his opponent. If he goes for a 2-base timing attack, we've seen on Daybreak, very nice, just poking out a little bit, preparing for his expansion, and taking this economy lead that he had. Very well done. How did you come up with the idea of a team house here in Korea? I mean, we are currently sitting here and everything's just shaping right now. We have all these players in the next room preparing for the live games. It's pretty awesome so far. So what did inspire you to build a team house in Korea?
I mean, Fnatic is something that we try and do everything differently. We don't want to just be another sheep, as it were. And for us, you know, we had a choice. We really believed in StarCraft. We wanted to make a big impact in StarCraft. And we felt that, you know, we just had a sort of mercenary team where we needed to have a team that was together, which was one. And I think the only thing that could do that is a gaming house. And if you're going to set up a gaming house, it has to be in Korea. And, obviously. And the main thing about that is that it's a place where the guys, we can pick up great players, but also, you know, the scene over here is unbelievable. So we wanted to have the Fnatic brand penetrate that scene, and that's why we decided to set up our own gaming house.
Right now we have Todd here as the only foreigner. Will we see more foreign players for Fnatic coming to Korea and stay here?
Yeah, I mean, Nighten's planning to come here. I mean, he's just working out the details right now. I mean, sometimes people with girlfriends have problems moving to different countries, which is strange. I mean, why not? Play games.
Bring in a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Live in a bunk bed.
Well, I guess Todd would not be too happy about that.
Yeah, as long as he's got the top bunk, right? Yeah, I mean, I mean, we want more foreigners to be amazing at StarCraft, but actually, I really feel that there's only like 5 that can compete on a scale with the Koreans rather.
At yesterday's cast, I received a ton of questions about Moon. Is he able to compete yet? What are his plans for the future? And also the question if he's going to stay at the Fnatic house. To my knowledge, right now he has his own apartment. So, what are your plans with Moon in the future? Will he just step by trade with the players here? Will he move in at some point? And how do you see him just progress in StarCraft 2 in the next few months?
I feel that sleeping in the gaming house isn't necessarily, you know, important. It's like school, right? You can be a day boy, a day person. I think that ultimately Moon's going to come into the house and train here, and then, you know, we'll have schedules, and then he'll go home. And I think it's for him, you know, he's got a wife, and he's a professional guy. I don't think he's necessarily made it to his potential yet. Definitely not. Like, I think we saw that yesterday. He had some great early game strategies.
Oh yeah.
It was just sort of mid to late game where he kind of just, where were the infest is, where were the, you know, those sort of things. I think it just showed that he's got a lot to work on, but I have faith.
Yeah, he played very well yesterday, and I mean, he was facing C, the Code S player, so definitely a very, very strong opponent, and he did so well. I was really impressed by his play, because I casted a few of his games at Assembly too, and at Assembly he just showed he was a lot weaker in my opinion. I don't know if he was jet lagged or if it was some kind of a different reason, but compared to the games that he showed yesterday, it was just such a huge difference, and I thought that he improved so much over just the course of a few weeks, so I was really impressed by it.
Yeah, I think the amazing thing about well, I mean, we've got to jump into the game right now. We've got a Dark Shrine coming in, so.
Oh, actually, we're fine. I love this insights that provide us with. So far, the game actually explains itself. We don't have any huge fights coming up. Both players just happy to macro it up, and HerO with the Dark Shrine is an unusual strategy. But yeah, definitely. If you have some additional thoughts about Mune and
yeah, I mean, I think he's improving definitely. I get the impression, you know, when we took him on, he was more focused on Warcraft 3 because he's just been the World Cyber Games, and so his StarCraft was very rusty. And you know how StarCraft is, you really have to be on your game all the time. You have to be training, you have to be learning the new strategies, and so I think that. I think he's doing a good job of picking it up. I really hope that he does well at IPL, and I think that you know we've got our faith in him, and you know he always comes up with innovative strategies. I think that's what I really like about him. He's never one to just follow the status quo.
And with that, we head into the game, because right now we have the DTs attacking the hatch, and there's no detection for BBoongBBoong whatsoever. 3 DTs are enough to take down a hatchery. Even if there's an overseer morphing, it will be too late to save the hatchery. You can't even use one transfuse, it will not work, and the base is dying. Very, very well played here by HerO. BBoongBBoong not able to spot the Dark Shrine early enough in order to prepare for it, even though the DTs are dying now. The damage kind of is done here.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it earlier, he already had equal workers count with the Protoss, which is never a good sign. And now he's lost the base, so he's on the back foot, but who knows, maybe the Mutas can help out. 11 Mutas on the way.
I like how HerO is preparing for this already. We have him with a Blink just finishing, and Blink just so important in order to bounce between the bases, to prepare to actually just taking down the Mutalisks, making sure that they don't do enough damage. I wouldn't be surprised to see him build a cannon or two in the mineral line. That's something that he did in the last game. And here's already a pylon preparing for it with another set of 2 pylons at the bottom, so this is definitely something that I would expect him doing now. But at first he has to prepare this against this Muta flock, because BBoongBBoong now just trying desperately to get even in worker supply with his opponent again by killing some of his workers.
Yeah, I see. I mean, he's kind of floating quite high on minerals. But there we go. He just spawned in 7 stalkers, so hopefully his blink in should take them out, push them out. Managed to kill a few probes, not quite as many as he probably would have hoped for, but a bit of damage.
He was able to take down 12 in total, the DTs, and the Harris up front was able to take down 8 drones though. So very, very interesting game thus far. We have 48 probes against 57 drones, and still the Needle is trying to snipe a pylon or two, but is committing a little bit too much to this and losing a lot of his Mutalisks too. I don't know, at this point I kind of feel that committing to the Mutalisks even more is a bit of a mistake, because well, we have Blink, we have +2 on its way, he's building cannons now. Do you think that he will be able to be successful with the Mutalisk against HerO, who showed such amazing games so far?
I mean, I think the only thing that can happen is HerO gets caught out of position, maybe he goes for a push, but I don't think he's that type of player. He's going to sit back, he's going to wait for his third to get up and running, and then he's going to wait for that death ball, and the Protoss death ball is remarkably unstoppable, especially in the hands of HerO. So here we go, a little engagement, nice force fields there, taking down the Zerglings and damaging those Mutas even further.
I was a bit surprised here to see that HerO just used the Guardian Shield very, very late. I feel like he could have saved 1 or 2 of the sentries, but he was once again able to throw his opponent back, and we have 3 bases, and you're a Protoss player yourself. Being on 3 bases is just so much more comfortable than being on 2, especially as a Protoss. When you get those extra gas, you're suddenly in a position where you can get all these tech structures, and BBoongBBoong will struggle here quite a bit. I'm surprised that he does not transition out of this. He seems not to have a late game strategy.
Yeah, I mean, as you were saying, like, one of the things that I find remarkable about the way Stefano plays is he always stops that third base from getting up nearly. He's so good at that, and I think that, you know, once the third base is up, and it's really hard, because the Protoss can basically pick a timing, max up, and just go in with with good units. Mind you, he's losing quite a few stalkers there as the Muta harasses, and so the Muta's going down. So.
I really love what HerO did there. He was losing a bit of stalkers, as you mentioned. At the same time, I like his target firing. He immediately identified the weak Mutalisks and focused on them, took out a ton of these units. It was really impressive, and now BoongBoong is down to 20, once again against 20 stalkers, and this is definitely a trade that HerO can pull off, because his stalkers don't cost 100 gas, so very, very cost-efficient trade here for BoongBoong.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's obviously got a 4th base up now, and he's got a 5th on the way, so he's looking to macro, but he does need to transition. I see the infestation pit now coming down, so he will be probably moving into infestation. But and the Baneling nest is out too, so it should see what is going to happen.
Yeah, at this point we have just BoongBoong going for every tech available to him, but HerO once again defending his base. Nice blink micro with the stalkers, aggressive blink to take down a few additional Mutalisks. +2 is not done just yet for the Mutalisks, and at the same time we have HerO now with the Templar Archive getting +3 attack for his units. As soon as we have Storm in the picture, do you think that BoongBoong can really do something? He has a very, very low hit point unit composition. We have him with Zerglings and Mutalisks, both of them really vulnerable to area of effect damage.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a window here where he's got a lot of Zergs, but, you know, it's walled off, so I don't think these Zerglings are going to be able to do that much. I mean, as they're coming in here, they've got one cannon that goes down quickly. I mean, if they can swing around and maybe do a bit of damage, no, again, get pushed out. It's all in the control of HerO right now. He just sits back, waits for the attack. There was a blink here, but he's just going to blink back and defend this easily. It's pretty solid game so far from HerO.
It's like BoongBoong desperately trying to do some damage here, running onto his opponent's defense over and over again, and wow, even the whole position, this is amazing. He forgets the whole position, realizes, oh my god, my Zealot is moving forward, and he uses the force field right away in order to deny entrance. Very well done. This is just amazing now by HerO. This is just ridiculous. Even though he's still behind in supply, just look at how beautiful he deals with his opponent's pressure play.
Yeah, I mean, those Zerglings are basically tickling the Stalkers. They've got nothing on them. The blink backs, the 3 sets of armies in different areas. I think, I mean, he's got a transition. He's starting to do that now with the Hive Tech coming out. A couple of Infestors on the way. He's got 26 Banelings morphing, which is quite a hefty amount of Banelings.
Wow, oh my god, forcing the engagement here. BoongBoong does not realize what's happening. He's losing way too many Mutalisks. Another blink might be able to kill another 2 or 3, but at this point he does not have the cooldown available. BoongBoong is expanding all over the place. That's the one thing that I really like about the Prime player here. He's at 87 drone supply against 71 probes, but at this point in time, he's already late with his Broodlords. He's getting the Hive Tech now, but he will have to wait for the Greater Spire. And now we have a War Prison. I'm a bit surprised to not see more High Templars at this point, but just the Stalker control is so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Stalker control, but, you know, that's not going to last forever. We've got the Greater Spire on the way now. Obviously, he needs to transition. He needs to get some High Templar. He needs to get some Archons. I mean, this army is very vulnerable to the Baneling busts and stuff. Banelings, rather, not Baneling bust.
If he would actually be able to get drop into play, that might help him a little bit, but he's going for the Overlord speed here, not the drop ability. He has a ton of Banelings, and just looking at it, we still have 4 sentries in the mix, so with decent force fields and nice blink control, he should be able to kill most of the Banelings before they connect. There they are, the first force fields are set. He's using more of them, exactly what we just talked about.
Yeah. That's good timing attack there. I mean, he's obviously going for that 4th base, which has been up for a while now, but kind of unlucky, and the whole army was there, so he can get surrounded here if he's not careful. And here we go. Oh, great storm!
Wow, he basically storms his army a second before he blinks away and leads the Zerglings and Banelings into a trap. Beautiful control here by HerO. I'm so impressed by his play. This is insane.
I love HerO's blink stalker play. This is like sex.
And at the same, look at it, at the same time he's all over the place. He's just swapping in units at the 3rd base of his opponent. Those Zealots doing a ton of damage. We have a 4th base being set up. There are cannons in position. He takes down the base to the bottom left and moves on forward to the 4th. Wow.
Yeah.
BoongBoong is completely outplayed here.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty, you know, he doesn't have the army that can combat this. He's obviously morphing in aerial units. Corruptors. I know what they are, I just always forget the words, so I'm not the best after. But yeah, obviously maybe he can get some Broodlords out here, but still, Blinkstalkers against Broodlords, he doesn't have the standing army to defend those guys.
Yeah, he doesn't have any infestors left. All of them were completely destroyed in the last engagement. So even if you're perfectly right, when he gets the Broodlords, he won't have enough in order to defend them. He gets 6 of them now, but the Blinkstalkers, how many do we actually have? 36 at this point. They can just blink in. There will be no fungal in order to prevent them from blinking beneath the Broodlords and sniping them. We have a Stargate building, so we will definitely also see a fleet beacon in the attempt of getting a mothership into play, but I don't even think he's going to need it.
Yeah, I mean, it's 60 supply difference here. This is the last hurrah. He's going to lose these Broodlords, and it's going to be a game set match to HerO 2-0.
He's going for the +3 air upgrade. I really like that he was concentrating on his macro game, but even with all these bases that he had, he just lost way too many resources, attacking over and over again without doing any damage. We have 22,000 resources lost for BBoongBBoong, while HerO only lost 12,000, so that already shows how very cost-efficient HerO plays here. He's in the lead with 1-0, and it kind of looks like HerO is going to advance into the round of 8 of the FnaticRaidCall Invitational. BBoongBBoong with a very, very tough situation here in his hands. 120 supply against 190.
Yeah, I mean, I just loved. You just saw how amazing his Blinkstalker play was earlier on. He was managed to just be so cost efficient. Here we go, the last hurrah. I'm not surprised. Here we go, blink in, storm, down they go. The whole set of the units are all going down, and the last was the Broodlord.
Beautiful. Well done, and there's the GG. The game is over, ladies and gentlemen. HerO advancing to the round of 8 of the FnaticRaidCall Invitational. We will see him here today in the newly set up Fnatic House in Seoul, Korea. Congratulations to HerO. BBoongBBoong being eliminated out of the bracket, and HerO, he will play his next game against Oz.